G'day there, podcaster.
Well, here it is, the last instalment of Meet the Team.
And we have certainly saved the best for last.
Well, absolutely. Hey, if you ever have the pleasure of coming down to 257 Clarendon Street here in South Melbourne and visiting us here at Nova 100, the friendly face you'll meet when you first walk through the doors is that of Vicki, who joins us now. How you doing, Vicki?
I'm doing well.
I think you're everyone's favourite in
Vicki,
the office.
do you know that you're everyone's favourite?
Look, I don't want to brag. My head's big enough now. No, but I love you all too.
Yeah.
So
You're great.
Vicki is the receptionist, or is that your official title, or are you like office manager as well?
No,
or
just
what's-
receptionist,
Yep.
admin.
Yep.
Yeah,
It feels, and maybe you don't feel this, maybe you do feel this, it feels like you're everyone's mum here at
Yes.
work.
Yeah.
You're everyone's work
That's
mum.
how I feel.
Yep.
That's why I'm so tired.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
But you-
draining me now.
Yeah.
You've definitely made a real impact because, I mean, we think of ourselves as kind of newbies, but we sort of started at Nova 100 in, November last year. But when did you start? You
I
started,
started
sort of
in March this year.
Yeah.
so it's not that
Not
long
that
ago.
long
I mean, we
ago,
haven't even been
yes.
here that long, but yeah, no, you
No.
feel like you've been here for a long time
I feel
already.
that way too.
And it's funny. I think we've mentioned you before on air when Dill Buckley came in, Dill and Friends. Do you remember that? He was like talking about his
Yeah.
book, and
Yes.
he said he was a little bit obsessed with you because he said he was thinking of running off and starting a cult with you. Do you remember that?
Where is he?
Yeah.
Promises.
But that's
Because you were talking about what were you
We
talking
were
about?
talking about, it's
I think like
spiritual-
chakras and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
spiritual
energy.
stuff.
that-
Yeah,
you're a
energy.
crystals and all that, yeah.
You're quite a
He
spiritual
was
person.
really lovely, yes.
Yeah.
So, and have you always been into that sort of stuff?
I have actually, from an early age.
And so, we say spiritual, but are we
Oh.
talking Reiki, tarot card reading?
a
What are we
bit of
talking?
everything. I like to
Incense?
delve into everything.
Yeah,
I have learnt Reiki myself.
yeah.
Did a weekend course. Did a bit of massage courses, masseur, because that sort of complements Reiki
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. And just crystals. I think when I was 18 and got my first job at a psychiatric hospital, and it was a job. I
Yeah.
wasn't a patient. The girls that I made friends with there,
Yeah.
they were actually one was a
Patients or
psychic.
workers?
No. Well, they said they were workers. I haven't seen them for a while. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
right. Because you've got a beautiful setup at the desk at the front. It's you've got your oils and I don't even know
Yes.
what you've got. It just
It
always
always
smells
smells
really
great,
good.
Yeah,
yeah.
I do have a few oils out there.
Mhm.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Do
Nice.
people always love that? Do people always come in
They
and go,
do.
"Oh."
They all comment, and
Yeah.
they always say they feel like they're walking into a spa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
very much
and
that.
Very
That's what I
different
love.
when you go through the door from reception into Nova and
Yeah.
it's like, and everyone's running around. There's blasting commercial
I
radio.
know, and there's more
Whereas-
tranquility.
Yes.
I should put the music on
You
too.
also
meditation.
sometimes some tranquil music will sort of play, and there'll be a PA announcement, Mindful
Yes,
Mondays.
Correct.
That's something that's
We've introduced.
Yeah, yes. And I'll be honest, I'll put my hand up and say I've not been to one yet. Maybe I'll have to make that my New Year's resolution.
It's just a little bit late in the day for
Correct.
us.
We will
Sorry,
definitely
I
fall
know.
asleep. We will fall asleep
You
if we
will,
went to Mindfulness
definitely.
Mondays. But what is it like? Is it yoga? Is it just chilling
No,
out?
no,
What
it's
is it?
just like a 10-minute mindful meditation. It's more of a guided
It's only
meditation.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 to 15.
Oh, I thought it was
So-
like an hour thing.
No.
Oh.
And I just usually do a body scan meditation. So just doing a body scan meditation actually takes your mind off what you're doing during the day. Like if you've had any issues. Yeah.
And who are the heavy hitters around the office? Who are your regulars?
My regulars are probably Chloe in creative. I get a bit of a variety. Actually.
good, though.
There's a few
You mix it
people
up,
popping
yeah.
in and out.
There.
How many people in one session usually?
Look, it varies. Last two, because we do it fortnightly. The last fortnight was like 2 people, but
Okay.
that's okay.
How can we jack those
And-
numbers up?
We can jack those numbers, and I go around and give everyone a little massage. So we do an affirmation card that they all choose that resonates with them for that day, and I ask them to turn it over if you want me to come around and massage
I
while we're
love
meditating.
this. So obviously this is something you have an interest in, Vicki. Did you put your hand up and say, "Hey, I can do this," or did
Yeah.
someone tap you on the shoulder and say,
They knew that the girls in people and culture knew that
Yeah.
I liked all this kind of stuff, and they sort of said, "Do you want to do a meditation?"
"Yeah"?
I said, "Oh, why not?
I
Let's
reckon
throw
we
it in
bring.
there."
I reckon we do like it'll jack those numbers right up. But I reckon we make it compulsory for the entire breakfast team to come.
Yeah.
to,
It's just
to-
at
what
1, it's just
time?
at 1 p.m. on a Monday.
Is it 1
No,
p.m.?
Yeah. Well, I can do it in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
it used to be 12:30. Then we moved it to 1.
Maybe
Yeah.
the following year.
Yeah.
When the moons align.
When
Vicky,
the moon is up.
just quickly, so you're also in charge of the snacks and stocking the
Yes.
work kitchen.
And Pastry Tuesday?
Yes,
Which
Pastry
is
Tuesdays.
a lovely thing that Nova does. Nova does have a work kitchen, and they keep that work kitchen stocked with the the bread and the milk and the
Yes.
condiments to go on the bread
Condiments, yep.
and the snacks. Now, there used to be a snack cupboard, which was in the kitchen, and the location of said snack cupboard got discovered, and it started getting raided every day. And so, the
There's a
snack,
snack-
which is
snack
sad
raid.
because
Snack
we
raid.
because
The
we were the
great snack raid.
yeah, because we were the breakfast show, we would always get first crack at it. So we would always get first dibs on the snacks.
And,
And
and
then-
I gotta say, a couple of my friends here go pretty heavy on the chips. In the
Yeah.
morning.
They
Bell.
like those chippies.
Yeah, they Bell
No,
likes
you
chips.
both
No.
you both enjoy a
No.
packet of chips.
I'm
And
so
so,
right now,
and then,
but,
but what happened was, work got privy to the staff raiding the snack cupboard, and so it's been moved. Correct?
Correct.
So, and I genuinely don't know. I don't know where it is because if I did, I feel like I'd be dipping into
No,
it a bit more
even
often.
if you did, you can't access
We've
it.
locked
Is it
them
locked?
up.
It's
Yeah,
locked.
yeah, they're locked.
Wow, that's smart though.
Yeah.
That's
It's
smart.
sad.
It's got a code.
Because so you've got like
Oh, it's not a
you've
key,
got like
it's a code.
there's like you mix it up with the snacks. There's chips and such. But there's also a communal Tupperware container with pretzels in it.
Correct.
Do you get surprised by how often they get eaten? Like
Oh
they
my
get
Lord.
really quick.
It's just like literally, I put them in, walk out, come in, and
They're
they're gone.
gone,
I
yeah.
don't know
That's
if it-
Ben. You know.
No,
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 it's
he
not
has a
judge.
bowl
No,
of
no, no,
pizza
no,
every
no.
morning.
No, no, no.
Andy has a bowl every
and
morning.
Brody, they are the worst, and then they bring me some sometimes.
They
Producer
bring
Andy
the one-
brings Ben's pretzels in, puts his bowl down, and he shoos him away.
So, are you responsible for not putting the top back on?
No, that's not me.
Oh.
That's not
Who's
me.
trying
Andy or
out these
Brody?
pretzels?
It's not me.
I personally, those Oreo wafer sticks, oh my
You love
god,
those?
I had one of those. I was like, jeez, that changed my life.
If we're
Really?
if we're putting requests in, I'd love
I
Would
don't
you
think
like
we
it?
are putting
I'd
requests in.
no, just for
What?
condiments. I'd love a little bit more honey and
Oh.
peanut butter. I feel like I go through them
Peanut
pretty
butter.
quick.
Did
yeah.
they ever buy it?
No, I don't know.
before?
Can we change that up? Because there's
Maybe there's enough Vegemite.
Bloody
isn't there?
heaps of
hell,
Vegemite,
Ben.
Too much
yeah.
Vegemite.
What I will
What's wrong
say
with
is,
feedback?
Well, I would like some more black pepper then, please.
Black pepper.
Black
my, my feedback will be,
Rightio, let me
I
take
just
that down.
appreciate Vicky how,
Yeah.
I would say I'm quite an extroverted person. I like to talk to a lot of people, but every now and then, like, later in the day or whatever, and you're just like, I'm going to the toilet, and you're like rushing back into a meeting. I'm just like pieing people straight up, like you're just trying not to talk to people, and you always make a real effort every time you walk past. And sometimes I even feel bad because I'm like just running to talk to people. I'm like, "Hey, Vicky, how you doing?" But you always make such an effort of being
Yes.
really lovely to
Engaging,
everyone you
yeah.
walk past, which is actually pretty draining, especially when you're doing your own work and
you
trying
would have
to.
a lot of traffic coming through.
Ah,
there.
no.
Absolutely.
It's like Bird
So
Street Mall.
we appreciate it. We endeavour within the next 2 years to come
We
to a
will get
mindful Monday.
to one. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
will get
look.
to one. We will come in
Look,
droves.
I'll hold you to that.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll just do one while you guys do your show, but I won't speak. I'll just massage.
Yeah, right.
Can you do dark like juju? Can you put like curses
Oh
on people?
no.
Okay,
no.
because I was
I
going to
don't
say
wanna-
maybe you could say
No.
if we don't come within the next year, then you can make voodoo
okay.
dolls of us.
You know what we
like,
should
I can
do?
manifest.
We could either do this as its own podcast, and we could release it in December, or we could just
Oh,
do it
yeah.
amongst the regular
Vicky's
podcast.
Mindful
We
Monday.
could do Vicky's Mindful Mondays, but we just do it as a podcast.
I like
So
that.
you
okay.
do it, but we just do it right now. The
Maybe you don't
mics,
get the
we
We'll
just-
just do
massage.
it here. Yeah.
yeah, so the mics will be on because then that way the people listening to the podcast can also do it
Also
with us.
enjoy. They can
Numbers
get
will
some-
get numbers are going to
idea.
increase tenfold.
Yeah, let's do that in the new year.
The new
in the
year,
new
okay.
year. Let's lock it
I'm
in.
looking at increasing my development in that,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do an actual
Course.
meditation course.
Okay.
It's a 6-week course.
All right. Well,
So
if
just to tap into more.
yeah, okay. So if the podcast is listening, excited for Mindful Mondays, we will
Yes.
do that early next year.
Oh
Yes,
Yeah,
my
I
Lord,
think
yeah.
I think there's
Sounds
going to be
good.
I think there's going to be a thirst for more Vicky on the pods
Yeah.
after this wholesome
Oh
chat.
my
Well,
Lord.
thank
Better
you.
get ready. Thank you.
Thanks,
guys.
Vicky.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Vicky.
Thanks for making my day. Namaste.